All right, we're about to dive deep into a world that lives and breathes in the shadows. A place where power isn't measured in dollars, but in data, and where fortunes can be made with just a few keystrokes. We're going to follow the journey, from a curious kid in a bedroom all the way up to a global puppet master. Let's get into it.
You gotta forget everything you know about traditional warfare. The biggest, most devastating conflicts happening today, they aren't being fought with bombs and bullets. They're fought with bits and bytes. The front line is literally everywhere, and the soldiers, well, they're completely invisible.
And it all starts right here, with a single, blinking cursor. But we're not just gonna watch from a distance. Oh no. We're gonna put you behind the keyboard. This is a journey through 5 very distinct levels of power in the cyber underworld. Your journey.
Your story begins here, at the absolute bottom of the ladder. You're not a pro, not even close. You're what they call a script kiddie, and you're driven by this raw mix of curiosity, a bit of ego, and yeah, a desire to make some noise out there in the digital world.
So what's your world look like? Picture this, a cluttered bedroom lit only by a monitor. And your weapon of choice? It's not some complex code you wrote yourself. Nah, it's a simple, downloadable tool. Something like the low-orbit ion cannon. It's basically a tool for DDoS attacks, which just means you can flood a website with so much junk traffic that it completely crashes. You just point, click, and watch the chaos unfold.
Your nights are spent prowling the darkest corners of the web. These forums, they're your new marketplace, your classroom. You're not making big money here. We're talking a few bucks in crypto for a list of leaked passwords. But it's not really about the money, is it? It's about the thrill of doing something you're not supposed to.
But with that thrill comes this constant, gnawing paranoia. Every time a police car drives by, every time your internet connection flickers, you get this jolt of pure fear. You're an amateur, and you know it. The FBI, the cops, they're like the monsters under your bed, and the risk of them knocking on your door is very, very real.
But you make it. You learn, and your ambitions start to get a lot bigger. It's time to level up. You're not just causing a ruckus anymore. Now, you're chasing serious profit.
You've graduated. That messy bedroom is gone, replaced by a clean, sterile apartment. And your motivation, it's totally different now. It's not about making a name for yourself. It's about cold, hard cash. You've joined a ransomware as a service group. Think of it like you're a franchisee in a massive digital extortion business.
And this is the kind of power you have now. You're not just crashing a website for a laugh. You are holding an entire company's future in your hands. Their files, their customer data, their whole existence, it's all locked up tight behind your encryption. And this terrifying countdown clock, it's the only thing standing between them and complete ruin.
And here's the payoff. One successful phishing email, one clever break-in, and suddenly, the money starts rolling in. You just sit back and watch as the cryptocurrency floods your wallet, a direct result of the sheer panic you've created. The numbers just keep climbing, faster than you ever dreamed possible.
I mean, just look at the evolution here. As a script kiddie, you were just a chaotic amateur. Now, as a ransomware affiliate, you're a disciplined, calculating professional. You've traded anarchy for a business model.
The money is incredible, but you start getting drawn to something else. Something more elegant, more powerful. You're ready to make the leap into the truly elite circles of the cyber world.
Now you're a ghost in the machine. Your new office is a clean, minimalist space. You're not just deploying ransomware anymore. You're deep in the code itself, finding flaws that nobody else on the planet even knows exist. These are 0 days. They're basically the master keys to the world's most secure software.
The power you uncover is just immense. This isn't just a bit of code. It's the key to millions of iPhones. And you have a choice. You could report it to the developer for a small reward, or you could sell it on an exclusive gray market for an absolute fortune. You choose the fortune. Your buyer is just a shadowed figure on a screen. Could be a corporation, a government agency, who knows? They don't care who you are, only what you can do for them.
And what is that power worth? How about $2 million for a single exploit? This isn't the petty cash you were making on the dark web. This is life-changing money. Payment for a skill that makes you one of the most sought-after and dangerous people on Earth.
Your reputation as a top-tier researcher gets you noticed, but not by other criminals, by governments. You're about to jump from the shadows of the gray market into the blinding light of geopolitics.
You are now, for all intents and purposes,
a digital soldier. You walk past armed guards, through reinforced steel doors, into a high-security facility. You've been recruited. Your skills are now considered state assets, and you have the full protection and resources of an entire nation behind you. You've become a weapon.
And your new assignments, they're on a whole different level. You're not hitting companies for money anymore. You're targeting the very foundations of a rival nation, its power grid, its military communications, its entire financial system. The stakes aren't financial anymore, they're global.
Your whole process becomes cold, quiet, clinical. You get your target through official channels, you use government-issued tools to slip into their network, you plant a payload designed for espionage or sabotage, and then you just wait for the order. It's clean, professional, and you're completely detached from it all.
You've served the state, but you realize something. True power isn't about serving anyone else. It's about being the one who gives the orders. Welcome to the final level.
You've reached the absolute summit. You are the puppet master. Your command center is a luxury penthouse overlooking a global city like London or Dubai. You're not just a hacker anymore. You are an architect of global events, pulling the strings of your own network of corporate, criminal, and even state assets.
And this is the truly terrifying thing, the simplicity of your power. All those years of climbing, of learning, of fighting your way to the top, they've all led to this exact moment. The ability to cripple a nation, to trigger a global economic collapse with a single, silent tap on a screen.
And the result is immediate. The second you tap the screen, you watch the chaos unfold in real time. A national stock market just plummets into the red. News reports start flooding in from all over the world, talking about a total digital blackout, about economic collapse, and you're the one who did it.
So that's the ascent. From a script kiddie causing random mayhem, to a ransomware affiliate chasing millions, to a zero-day researcher selling the world's secrets, to a state contractor waging digital war, and finally, to the mastermind, an architect of global chaos.
But here at the top, you're left with this one haunting thought. You're standing there in your penthouse, looking out at a world that you can literally control with your fingertips. You have unimaginable power, but you are also completely, totally alone. A ghost in the very machine you built. So the question is, at the end of this whole journey, have you become a master of the world or just a prisoner of the screen?